The truck stopped at the intersection. Two massive elephants pressed against metal bars. Their trunks reached desperately through the gaps. Gray skin touched gray skin one final time. Then the engines roared to life. Kofi watched his world split in two. His heart shattered like glass hitting concrete. 23 years old, and everything he loved was being ripped away.
Tembo! Jabari!
He screamed. The elephants looked back. Their eyes held tears. Real tears streaming down ancient faces. They knew this was goodbye. The trucks turned opposite directions. North and south. Brothers separated forever. Or so everyone thought. 6 months earlier, life was perfect. Kofi lived in Maralal, northern Kenya. His family ran elephant tours for decades. Tourists came from around the world. They wanted to see real African elephants up close. But these were not wild elephants. Tembo and Jabari were family. Kofi's grandfather rescued them as babies. Their mother died from poaching. 2 tiny orphans, barely alive. His grandfather bottle-fed them. Raised them like his own children. Now they were massive. 4 tons each. But still gentle giants who knew their names. Every morning, Kofi brought them fresh fruit. Bananas, mangoes, sweet acacia pods. The elephants would trumpet with joy. Their rumbling calls echoed across the savannah. Tembo was the older brother. Protective, wise, always watching. Jabari was playful, curious, always getting into trouble. They slept side by side every night. Trunks intertwined like holding hands. Look how they love each other, tourists would whisper. Cameras clicked constantly. Everyone wanted to capture their bond. Kofi made good money from the tours. $15 per person. Sometimes $20 on busy days. Enough to support his family. His sister Amara was in university. Studying to become a doctor. Their parents were proud. The elephant business was sending their daughter to medical school. Life was good. Life was peaceful. Then Amara got sick. Before we continue with our story, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps the channel grow. You won't believe how this ends. It started with headaches. Then fever. Then she collapsed during exams. The local clinic had no answers. Take her to Nairobi, the doctor said. She needs specialists. The Nairobi hospital was terrifying. Gleaming white walls. Expensive machines everywhere. Doctors in crisp uniforms speaking medical terms Kofi did not understand. Meningitis, the specialist explained. Bacterial infection of the brain. Very serious. She needs immediate surgery. How much? Kofi's father asked. 200,000 shillings. Plus medication. Plus recovery time. 200,000 shillings. More money than their family made in 2 years. We don't have that much, Kofi's mother whispered. The doctor's face hardened. Then find it. Or your daughter dies. That night, Kofi's father made the hardest decision of his life. He called Omari Kamani. Everyone in Maralal knew Omari. Rich businessman from Nairobi. He owned construction companies. Mining operations. Import businesses. He also loaned money. At terrible interest rates. I can help, Omari said smoothly. His office was massive. Leather chairs. Gold decorations. Photos with politicians on every wall. 200,000 shillings. No problem. What are the terms? Kofi's father asked. 25% interest. 6 months to repay. 25%? Take it or leave it. Your daughter is dying. Kofi's father signed the papers. Blood money to save his child. Amara's surgery was successful. The doctors removed the infection. She would live. She would recover completely. But the debt remained. 200,000 became 250,000. Then more than 300,000. Interest compounding every month. The elephant tours were not enough. Even busy days barely covered the interest payments. Omari called constantly. "Where's my money?" "We need more time," Kofi begged. "Time is money. And you owe me plenty of both." 6 months passed. The debt had grown to 763,000 shillings. Omari arrived at their farm with 10 men. All wearing dark suits. All looking dangerous. "I am done waiting," Omari announced. "Please," Kofi's mother fell to her knees. "We will pay everything. Just give us more time." "Time is over. I am taking collateral." "What collateral?" Omari pointed at Tembo and Jabari. "Those elephants are worth about 500,000 each. They will cover your debt."
No,
Kofi stepped forward.
they are family.
"They are property. And now they are my property." Before anyone could react, the men surrounded the elephants. They carried cattle prods. Electric shocks crackling in the air. Tembo trumpeted an alarm. Jabari pressed against his brother. They sensed danger immediately.
Do not hurt them.
Kofi screamed. "Cooperate and nobody gets hurt," Omari said coldly. The loading took 3 hours. 2 massive trucks. Custom steel cages. The elephants fought desperately. But electricity and steel bars were stronger than love. Kofi watched his world end. At the intersection, the trucks paused for traffic. That was when the brothers reached for each other. One last touch. One last goodbye. Then they were gone. Kofi's family was broken. His father stopped eating. His mother cried constantly. Even Amara, fully recovered now, could barely speak. "This is my fault," she whispered. "I should have died instead." "Never say that," Kofi held his sister. "We saved you." That was right. Days passed without word. No one knew where the elephants were taken. Omari refused to answer calls. What is he doing with them? Kofi asked everyone. Nobody knew. Nobody cared. They were just animals to most people. But not to Kofi. Never to Kofi. He started searching. Every construction site in Kenya. Every logging operation. Every place that might use elephant labor. The search consumed his life. He spent his savings on bus tickets. On hotel rooms. On bribes for information. Nothing. The elephants had vanished. 3 months of searching. 3 months of failure. 3 months of growing desperation. Kofi was ready to give up. Then he saw the video that changed everything. It was late at night. Kofi scrolled through Facebook mindlessly. Unable to sleep. Unable to stop thinking about his brothers. Then he saw a post from Mombasa Wildlife Protection. A small animal rights group. Only 300 followers. The video was shaky. Filmed secretly through a fence. But the image was unmistakable. A gray elephant pulling concrete blocks. Chains around its massive legs. Blood where the metal cut flesh. Kofi's heart stopped. He knew those movements. That posture. That broken spirit. Tembo, he whispered. The post had only 12 likes. No comments. No media attention. Just another forgotten animal crying for help. But Kofi recognized his brother immediately. The video description was simple: elephant forced to work at Mombasa construction site. This is illegal animal abuse. Someone must help. Within minutes, Kofi was messaging the group, begging for information, location, contact details. The response came an hour later. His hands shook as he wrote down the information. The bus to Mombasa took 8 hours. The construction site was massive. Gleaming new shopping mall rising from red earth. Security guards everywhere. High fences topped with razor wire. I need to speak with the manager, Kofi told the guard.
No visitors. Company policy.
It is about the elephant. The guard's face changed.
What elephant? I don't know anything about elephants.
But his nervous expression said otherwise. Kofi waited across the street, watching, looking for any sign of his brothers. Hours passed. Then he heard it. A trumpet call. Weak, desperate, heartbroken. Tembo's voice. He would recognize it anywhere. At the back corner, the razor wire had been cut. Probably by local kids stealing scrap metal. The gap was just wide enough for a slim man. What he saw behind the building destroyed his soul. His elephant Tembo. But barely recognizable. His skin was cracked and bleeding. His ribs showed through gray hide. His eyes were dull, lifeless, hopeless. He was pulling concrete blocks across rough ground. Chains around legs. Blood where the metal cut into flesh. Men with electric prods surrounded them. Shocking them when they moved too slowly. Beating them when they stumbled.
Move faster!
A supervisor screamed.
These blocks will not move themselves.
Kofi wanted to run forward. To attack the men. To save his brothers. But he was one person against 20. They would kill him. Then continue torturing the elephant. Instead, he pulled out his phone. Started recording everything. The beatings. The chains. The blood. The suffering. Evidence. Proof of what Omari had done with his family. He filmed for 10 minutes. Then security spotted him.
Hey! You!
Guards came running.
This is private property.
Kofi ran. Back through the fence gap. Across the street. Into the crowded market. His heart pounded. His hands shook. But he had evidence. Now he needed help. Sandra Mwangi worked for Channel 7 News. Her office was small but professional. Awards covered one wall. Photos of important stories everywhere. You have footage, she asked after Kofi explained everything. He showed her the phone video. Her face went white as she watched. This is horrific, she whispered. How long has this been happening? 3 months. Maybe longer. Who owns the elephants? Omari Kamani. He took them from my family. Sandra's expression changed. Omari Kamani? The businessman? You know him? Everyone in media knows him. He owns half the construction in Kenya. Very powerful. Very dangerous. Will you help me? Sandra was quiet for a long moment. Kofi could see her thinking. Weighing options. Calculating risks. This story could destroy my career, she said finally. but it could save my brothers. More silence. Then Sandra smiled. Sometimes doing right matters more than staying safe. She made phone calls. Many phone calls. Animal rights groups. Government officials. International reporters. We go live tomorrow morning, she announced. Primetime news. Maximum exposure. That night, Kofi could not sleep. Tomorrow would change everything. Success or complete failure. Life or death for Tembo, he prayed to every god he could remember. Christian prayers from mission school. Traditional prayers from his grandfather. Muslim prayers from friends in town. Please, he whispered to the darkness. Save my brothers. It all started in the morning. The news report aired at 7 a.m. Sandra stood in the studio, Kofi's footage playing behind her. The footage was devastating. Bloody elephant. Electric torture. Human cruelty at its worst. Shocking video obtained exclusively by Channel 7 reveals systematic animal abuse at this Mombasa construction site. These intelligent animals are being used as slave labor. Beaten, starved, and worked to death. Social media exploded immediately. The video went viral within hours. Millions of views. Thousands of angry comments. By noon, Kenya Wildlife Service arrived with transport trucks. Veterinarians with medical equipment. Police to ensure cooperation. Kofi stood at the gate. Heart pounding. About to see his brother again. Tembo was worse than the video showed. Infected wounds on his legs. So weak he could barely stand. But alive. Against all odds, alive. Dr. Patricia Wanjiku led the rescue team. We need to sedate him. He is too traumatized for voluntary cooperation. The tranquilizer took effect quickly. Tembo's massive body relaxed. The pain left his eyes. Loading him took 2 hours. Crane operators lifted him gently into a padded transport truck. Where are you taking him? Kofi asked. Amboseli Elephant Sanctuary. Best facility in Kenya. He will have everything he needs. What about his brother? Dr. Wanjiku looked confused. There is another elephant? Jabari. They were separated months ago. Different trucks, different directions. We only found one elephant here. Kofi's heart sank. Tembo was saved. But Jabari remained lost somewhere in Kenya. The truck drove away slowly, carrying his brother towards safety. But their family was still broken. The investigation into Omari's business empire began immediately. Police raided his offices, audited his construction sites, examined every operation. What they found was systematic corruption, illegal labor practices, environmental violations, tax evasion spanning decades. Arrest warrants were issued. Assets frozen. Construction sites shut down. 2 weeks later, police raided a site near Nakuru. Another Omari property. Another illegal operation. They found Jabari. Chained to a concrete mixer. Beaten. Starved. Spirit completely broken. But alive. The second rescue was quieter. No media. Kofi got the call at midnight. Dr. Wanjiku's voice was gentle but excited. We found your other brother. Jabari? He is in terrible condition. But stable. We are bringing him to the sanctuary now. Kofi could not sleep. Could not eat. Could not think about anything except reunion. The transport arrived at dawn. But when Jabari's truck passed Tembo's enclosure, something magical happened. A trumpet call. Weak but unmistakable. Tembo had recognized his brother's scent. Another call answered from the truck. Jabari responding despite sedation. The brothers knew they were together again. The reunion happened in the sanctuary grounds. Both elephants were still recovering. Still weak from months of abuse. Dr. Wanjiku opened the gates between their enclosures. "Let them choose," she said. Tembo moved first. Slowly, painfully, but determinedly. Toward the sound of his brother. Jabari struggled to stand. His legs shaking. His spirit willing but body broken. They met in the middle. Two massive heads touching gently. Trunks intertwining like fingers. Both elephants rumbled deep in their chests. The sound of joy. Of relief. Of love stronger than cruelty. Kofi watched through tears. His family was together again. 6 months after the reunion, Dr. Wanjiku made an unexpected offer. "Have you considered working here permanently?" "What do you mean?" "We need someone who understands elephants. Really understands them. Not just their biology, but their souls." Kofi looked at the sanctuary grounds. At the other rescued elephants. At the staff who dedicated their lives to healing broken animals. "I would love that," he said simply. Some bonds can never be broken. Some love transcends every obstacle. True strength is measured not by power or wealth, but by our willingness to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It gives me the energy to keep uncovering these amazing stories for you.